Big announcement, big spears. Engineer, Thief, and Warrior. Here it is. There's Thief with the Lucifer set. Daredevil jump. We'll throw a spear. All right. Look at. Ooh, that's a cool attack. Cool animations. With. Oh shit! The stealth attack is like that. That's awesome. That's big. All right. I'm excited for Thief. That sounds nice. Good mobility. Oh, nice transitions there. Engineer. Here we go. What's it gonna be? Oh no, little dredge. Alright. Ooh, electric. Kinda like Hollow Smith a little bit. Ooh! Yo, spinning like daggers? That's huge! Look at them go! Oh, fuck! Ooh! Boom, attack! Oh, dude, that's a big attack. That's sick. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. Warrior, alright. They throw the spear. Okay, they just, you know. Oh, wait, they have like a little attack out through the air. Ooh, big CC attack. Okay, I want to see the warrior one again. It just seems like it's a ranged weapon completely. I guess it's gonna replace the the rifle kind of like playstyle, right? Ooh, that backwards attack, evade attack. That spear's falling through the air. That's pretty cool. I really like the warrior one. That's awesome. I really like that. That's Paragon. Oh, okay, okay. I just never played Guild Wars 1, so it's just a Paragon. Is the idea of a Paragon? That's huge. I'm happy that they did that. That's fucking huge. The turns have gotten better since Bogart joined the team. Yeah, it looks very nice. I'm very happy with it. Alright, Warriors damage from a distance. Alright, what do they have? The Warrior Spear is a power-based weapon inspired by ancient Sun Spear techniques, capable of striking multiple opponents at range. Even though the most of their skills can attack distant foes, some of them gain increased effectiveness when used on closer targets, making opponents think twice about closing the gap. So you're saying that will usually be a weapon that will be better in range, overall, but if you get close, you might get punished because, well, they have special attacks that they can use on melee. So that's actually very interesting. That is very, very, very interesting. So let's actually go here and show the ones that were missing from the things that they said. We have remaining of the mechanics in the new Guild Wars, old fan favorite, developing effect with a new unique effect, careful positioning. Is this the one they meant with careful positioning, I wonder? No, probably not. Require precise aiming at range. I'm guessing that's what it is, right? It must be, right? Because, you know, you do want to be on range at all times. To get some sort of buff from it, like, you know, certain abilities. So if you go into melee, the things will change. Main Spear is a range attack. Is a ranged area attack. The warrior launches a spear into the air, dealing into damage and crippling foes in the area effect. This cripple is helpful to prevent enemies from escaping the aftershock that follows, which is larger than closer to targeted areas to the warrior. If breathing room is required, spear swipe propels the warrior backward in an evasive maneuver before sending out a gust of wind forward to knock enemies back. So if you use this ability when you're very close to the target, you'll just get launched backwards. Yeah, it must be the careful positioning. Finally, the spear burst skill, Harrier Toss, allows the warrior to leap into the air, evading attacks while hurling the spear down with explosive force and dealing damage for more adrenaline spent on the burst attack. Big! Alright, that's awesome. I think this is a very cool weapon. I'm happy with it. At the end of the day, apparently, it's very similar to what Paragon used to be. I didn't play Gears 1, so I couldn't tell you. But it seems like it is, and it has some cool mechanics with it, like, you know, abilities that change depending on the situation. I think that's pretty awesome, honestly. I think it looks nice. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up working. We get more information later, right? And next week when the live stream comes up. One second. Okay, this Thief Spear is a melee hybrid weapon that can be utilized by both power and condition damage builds. It also draws some inspiration from an old system in the Guild Wars, in the original Guild Wars. So this is the... Okay, so we can now tell that this Thief one is the one that said... what is it? A remaining of mechanic scene... No, Yeah, from the original Guild Wars, right? The mechanic. That's assassin players should be assassin with, should be familiar with. The second and third skill slots share some characteristics. Each has different states, but it will always be in the same state as the other. By default, they will both be lead attacks. Striking an enemy with either a lead attack will flip both slots into the next state. Follow-up attacks. In a similar fashion, striking an enemy with either follow-up attack and flip the slots into the final state, finisher attacks. Yes, they're both combo finishers. So what they say, okay, I understand. So they're gonna be flip over skills. A little bit something like what, you know, Herald has. When you press a button, something happens, and then you flip over and then something else. But the skills in the weapon will all be synchronized together. So if every one of them is in the lead attack, you know, see, if one of them is in the lead attack, everyone else will be. And if you change to the finisher attack, it will go. Oh wait, no, you have. So wait, do you have lead attack into follow-up attack into finisher attack? Yeah. So in a center front, striking an enemy with either follow-up attack would flip the slots into final state, finisher attack. So you have lead attack. Then you use that one, and then the next one will be follower attack, and then finisher attack. So you wanna essentially, you probably what want to do is just decide which one you want to be follower, which one you want to be finisher, and which one you want to lead, which one wants to be follower, and which ones you want to be finisher. All right, that's actually pretty cool. I think that's actually pretty interesting. I like the idea of it. I think that's very, very good. I enjoy. I think it's an interesting concept here. I like it. Now that we have a quick overview of the mechanic, let's take a look at the full slot 2 chain. You'll be able to mix and match skills slots through the chain. For example, 3-2-3 totally works, but we won't be covering all the skills today. The Mantis Sting attack, lead attack. I don't know why it said lead. The Mantis Sting lead attack is a quick melee strike that inflicts bleeding and crippled. This will flip into Ancient Wisp, which poisons enemies and will also immobilize enemies that are affected by a moment impairing condition. Finally, we have the finisher skill, Falling Spider. This inflicts bleeding, poison, and vulnerability, inflicting additional stack against enemies that are either immobilized or under the effects of crowd control. Each skill bonus triggers conditions are fulfilled by the previous skill of the chain. Each skill's bonus conditions are fulfilled by the previous skill of the chain, but these conditions are all things that a thief has broader access to. There are opportunities to get bonuses even when chaining skills together from different skill slots. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna essentially want to, depending on the condition you want to apply, and they did say there was power conduit, you're gonna probably have a different rotation in terms of how you want to make the, you know, depending on how your build is, right? And how you want to weave these spears together. Pretty cool, actually. I think this is very cool, especially because it helps with the problem that Thief always has had, which is you just press one button over and over again. In this case, this probably won't be the case unless you have like lead, follower, and finisher very powerful in one of the slots. I hope that's not the case. I hope they vary each other a lot, so you actually end up not going for, you know, 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 all the time, right? But instead 2 3 4 5 and whatever, right? And, you know, changing them up depending on the situation. Engineer Spears is shocking. Surviving in certain lightning-prone environments can be a difficult task for the common Tyrants engineers, with their indomitable desire to create and adapt, have found a way to turn their knowledge against their enemies as a weapon of mass destruction. Let's talk about how we'll be using the spear to dart around the battlefield and dominate targeted foes. The Engineer Spear's combat style is melee-oriented, with a hybrid damage, encouraging you to pick a target and run directly into a battle, while utilizing a variety of control and damage skills. Your primary skill for this weapon is called Conduit Surge. This skill dashes to your targeted foe and applies the focused effect on them, changing them for future attacks. Focused. Interesting. Every other weapon attack will apply a bonus effect or work to maintain the focus effect on your foe. One thing to note about Conduit Surge is that if a foe is defeated while under the effects of focused, this skill will refresh and allow you to pursue your next target. That's very fun, actually. So if you see a lot of ads, you can choose to focus one of them that has very low health to do more damage overall because you're gonna reset the ability. That's actually very big. That sounds very, very fun to play in open world specifically. The lightning rod skill is constantly available while wielding a spear. The engineer will create a segmented lightning rod that spins around them, dealing bonus damages to focused targets and gaining an amplifying effect. For next skill on the same slot, Electrifying Utterly. When the lightning rod is completed and hovering over your shoulder, you can choose to launch your charged rod at an enemy, immobilizing them and supplying damaging conditions based on the lightning rod's success. It will create a segmented lightning rod that spins around them. Alright, that's fun. Seems like a little bit like a Hammer Herald. I mean, no Herald. Hammer, Jealous, Revenant ability, but with a special effect. You know, you want to have your focus targets first, so they will end up doing more damage. Which I think is very nice. Amplifying effect for next skill on the same slot. Okay. Yeah, this is very, I think this is very good. The weapon skill, where is it? The weapon's 5th skill and Battle Ender is a skill called Devastation, which allows you to leap to the target area and deliver a massively EMP style attack, inflicting focused foes with a continuously damaging effect. So they didn't say Condi there, but I'm guessing it's gonna be Condi. We look forward to watching you tear around the battlefield with both spears and kits together for cause fear and chaos. And of course, they talk about the next 3 abilities will be announced next week. And of course, we have the live stream on the June of 21st, so next week as well, when they are gonna show everything up and how, you know, every mechanic on each of these weapons work. These weapons look pretty nice. I think I'm very happy with them. I think the biggest important thing that they needed to really do well with these weapons is make them feel like actual elite specs and not just weapons. Some of these weapons, some of this was done on Soto with some of the weapons, but not all of them, like Sharbo being one of the ones that didn't work out without Earguard. I think something like Staff Warrior definitely did that correctly. I think even something like Axe on Thief, even with its problems, it gives you the feel of something being very different. And I think they definitely did that here. I think all the weapons so far look very, very nice, very, very fun, very interesting, and definitely changing the gameplay of what you're gonna use. I'm wondering if it's gonna be too powerful and we all end up playing spears because it's gonna be so insanely fun. But I think that's a good thing. I mean, ideally you wouldn't want to. You want everything to be viable, but considering how strong and interesting these effects look like, I think we're gonna end up all using spears afterwards. It does seem like we have a good idea of what we. Actually, let me just go back because I want to just. So warrior, I think is gonna be the. Yeah, I think that warrior is the one that is called careful positioning. I think that's what it is. Or require precise aiming at range. I'm actually gonna make a whole video on the ones that I actually think, because I'm kind of changing my idea of what these are. I think obviously the chain attacks with a thief spear is obviously the original mechanic on Guild Wars. We already know that. I'm just gonna move this here right now. I'm just gonna move this randomly like to another place. This is definitely what it was. And I think the debilitating effect with that unique effect, it could be the engineer one, right? I think it could be. Because... You know why, guys? Because... it is an debilitating effect. You're focusing them, right? And this will give you a specific effect. Maybe I'm wrong with that one. I'll definitely get a bit of more thoughts on it. So you have a good idea of it. But I think we're only missing 2, which are gonna be... the old fan favorite. Well, I don't know. Could the warrior be the old fan favorite? It is Paragon. I don't know. We're really gonna have to think about it. I'll make a whole video on the ones that I think definitely are here already, and the other ones, right? Because otherwise it's kind of hard to tell. I really need to think about it a bit more. But there you go, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back with another video very soon, so you guys can blast and, you know, and you can tell me what you guys think I'm wrong with this, what you guys like, what you guys didn't like, and what you guys think your predictions are for Mesmer, Ellie, and, of course, Rev. Which is kind of crazy, because they usually do light, heavy, heavy, light, and medium, but this time they did 2 heavies. Alright, well, there you go. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. See you guys on the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye.